Gentlemen, good morning, everybody.
If you didn't start your morning with a big old handful of gabagool, you are off to a terrible start this morning. Okay?
Oh, you know, I have a little bit of agita, but gabagool agita is good agita. You know, you get a little reflux from gabagool. You know what my father used to say?
Need a little reflux in your life.
Well, you know what my dad used to say about gabagool reflux? You save some for later.
I mean, it's a fact. It comes
right back up a few hours later.
And you enjoy it again on the way back down. I mean,
enjoy it again on the way back down. That's a little gabagool. Why was our fathers were so nasty back in the day?
I'm telling you, man.
That's just like a regular father thing. That's right.
Something about being a father, like, you know what I'm saying? Those fathers from the end of I'd say mid to end of the 80s through the 90s were a different breed.
Oh, 100%. No doubt about it.
Stuff that they were telling us, like, I mean, you just think about it. Like, I repeat some of the shit my dad said to me growing up today, and I'm just like, yo, like, could I get that off in 2025? I don't know if I could say that. Like,
I say it on game season every now and then. Double the pleasure, double the fun. 2 girls in bed are better than 1. That's regularly what Pops told me growing up.
Shit, bro. I mean, but then I think about it, and I'm like, hey, listen, man, I do kind of speak to my kids like the same way.
I do 100%.
I think about my dad, right? Like, it's weird. Like, I think some people probably must have looked at him and he was crazy, but I feel like he spoke to us kind of like a regular person. Like, he would talk to us like a regular person. That's how I talk to my kids too. Like,
I'll tell you this,
like I'm crazy.
I do it with my kids, and I tell you what, I think it allows us to have very open conversations about anything. I think it's a good thing.
And real relationships.
Yeah.
There's
so
not
look at
like
that.
this stigma. Hey, look
at how we started this show. We just told everybody, look, the lessons and the things that your parents might have said, maybe utilize it a little bit in life. And it could work for you.
Yeah, that's the problem with this generation today. Don't get me started.
Mufasa, listen to Simba.
You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all don't listen to your parents. That's the problem. You know what I mean?
That is the problem. Don't look at this.
That's what they
Mod
do.
on.
They're
Look at
listening to their
this.
parents. They go on Twitter. They quote tweet stuff.
Oh my God, the parents on Twitter now. Oh
Come
no.
on. The Twitter ring.
Get them off of Twitter. Get the parents off of Twitter, folks. They're retweeting their kids saying, "You don't do it like that, Billy. Talk to Billy, would you? Talk to Billy."
I can't imagine being like interacting on social media. Like, I don't interact on social media with my parents. Like, my father does not have any social media. My father doesn't. He said, "Fuck everybody." He said,
I don't talk to anybody on social media. I don't give a shit.
My pops don't got any of it, and the funny thing is that if he did, it would not be the kind of social media that I would interact with him on.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's not what interests him. And then my mom,
we'd have to turn this to a 10 p.m. show, and then we could talk about that.
It's a fact. And then I think my mom has Facebook, which is where she belongs. Because she's the perfect Facebook person.
That's a good spot. That's a good spot.
Exactly. And she'll never run into me there because I'm not on Facebook.
Yeah, correct. Exactly. Correct. You don't got to worry about nothing on that side. By the way, guys, if you haven't noticed, Francis is rocking at NYU City Connect.
Oh,
now, Yankees, if you guys want to have a conversation, we can have that conversation, but you know who to hit up. All right, so just take it easy over there. And he got the jersey too, so don't worry. He's matching the whole thing. All right, I'm going to be doing the same thing. All right, okay. Yeah. All right, Mike Thompson. What's up, my brother Corinne? How you doing? Anthony Medina, Steve Pena, Guy La Sorsa. What's up? Philo, what up, brother?
Good morning.
Tyler Talbot. Joe, what's going on, fam? How's everybody doing today? Ladies and gentlemen, what you guys doing here off day? That's what I want to know.
A lot of people.
I know you guys watch for you, but the NFL draft, yeah. How did it go for the Giants? Good.
I would say you had a good packed night. If you're a Yankees fan who's also a fan of the and a football fan, you had a pretty good night last night. Cause
yeah.
Farm to the Show was solid. If you guys haven't seen it, go back and watch. Very solid show. It was good to see Los and listen to him. Talk about a little bit about what's the happenings with our prospects right now. In a way that only he can and can only be found right here at NYY. Then you had NYYST, right, which is there. Go check that out. And then I think right as NYYST is getting going towards the end and closing, you're right in the thick of things at the draft. Yeah. So I mean, for the Giants, it was cool, to be honest with you, bro.
Okay, good for the Giants. Nice.
They did.
I don't know what the hell the 49ers did, to be honest. But here I am.
I don't even remember, to be honest with you.
All right, we'll figure it out.
I don't even remember. But the Giants, they did well. They got Abdul Carter, who is a solid edge rusher. Penn State guy. So a lot of our South Jersey, Pennsylvania people who are Yankees fans are big Penn State fans also.
There you go.
They'll know the guy. He's an amazing talent. He's definitely a blue chip player. And now they got a blue chip player on both sides of the ball. They got Malik Neighbors on offense, and they got Abdul Carter on defense, and he forms part of a front line that should be pretty formidable.
Do they have a quarterback yet, or
they traded back into the first round to draft a quarterback?
Okay.
And a lot of people thought it was going to be, my guy Shador, but it was not. They went with Jackson Dart. I'm going to sound a little bit crazy.
Jackson. Hey, look, that's a good quarterback name.
It's
Jackson Dart.
Throwing darts.
It's a good quarterback name. You got to throw darts over there.
Either he's throwing darts or he's throwing farts. All right, it's going to be.
Oh no!
Shouts out to Yankees fans.
You just gave everybody the headlines. That's like newspaper headlines right there.
So he said Yankees fan Earl was like, either he's our franchise quarterback or I get to call him Jackson Fart. And I was like, in my head immediately, I could see the headline: either he's throwing darts or he's throwing farts. That's how it's gonna go. But enough with the football. Just to sum it up for you guys, look, our quarterback situation. I love Shador Sanders. I repped Colorado the last couple of years ever since Deion got there because I love the positivity that Deion.
Oh yeah, Deion is great.
I love the way he speaks.
I love hearing him speak. Yeah,
and faith and all of that. Like he speaks. Very rooted in like faith, affirmation, positivity. And a lot of people don't like it. People say he's arrogant. People say whatever. The man is just confident. His son's the same way. So Shador is my guy. When the Giants, I was going to say when the Giants traded back into the first and people said, oh, they might take him. Be honest with you, this might sound crazy because I did want Shador to get drafted last night. I just didn't think he was the guy for the Giants. So, yeah, it's like I was like, I'm quoting.
So that's a good thing because you put kind of liking the guy second nature to what you think is best.
Well, that's how we are with the Yankees too.
Of course, 100%.
Whether people believe it or not, it's like my likes and I mean, look, let's be honest, right? Like how many players out there that, like I said it in the offseason, I liked Carlos Santana better for the Yankees, right?
Yeah, I did too.
If we would have went with my likes, we wouldn't have Paul Goldschmidt right now.
Correct.
That would not to say Santana's ass, but he ain't Paul Goldschmidt.
He ain't goalie right now.
So it's kind of the similar thing with the Giants, where like I love Shador Sanders. I love what he brings. I like the attitude. I think the kid is talented as hell. He's super athletic, very talented. Does have a lot to learn, obviously, but so does any quarterback coming into the league.
Right.
I just don't think the Giants is the place for him to do that, because right now, bro, it's a confusing place or whatever. And it's like it's similar, right? When you think about the Yankees, like it's a pressure cooker here, right? And you bring somebody in, like at least with baseball, these kids, they go into the minor leagues, and this is why, ladies and gentlemen, right? Shameless plug. I'm gonna plug Farm to the Show again. This is why, though, I love what we do at NYU and having a show like Farm to the Show, because that shows you how imperative, how important the minor league system really is to the development of a player, man. It's so freaking important, because imagine we drafted these kids just out of high school, right? And then they was playing in Yankee Stadium the next day. Could you imagine that?
Oh my God, that'd be wild.
Or even
that'd be wild.
Even after a year or two of college, like say, okay, they go to college, they play 2 years, they're 20 years old, they get drafted to the Yankees, and they're playing opening day. 20 years old, wet behind the ears, playing for the New York Yankees, starting opening. Bro, that's wild.
And in baseball, it's crazy because you got, some of your top draft picks nowadays are getting closer to that. They're getting closer to actually doing that, where they're getting there a lot quicker than years ago. And even if you were a first-round pick, you're taking years to still get to the majors. Now you got guys that could fly there really, really quickly. You look up and it's like, damn, he's in the majors already.
I feel like there's data on both sides of that argument, though, right? Because as much as I say, because like the funny thing is, like I kind of, we were joking yesterday in our group chat about some of the stuff that happened on Twitter. I don't really want to get into all that, but I do want to say, like it's funny that like we were kind of getting attacked for a certain angle, when our angle has always been give the kids a chance, let the kids play, like give the prospects a fair shot and all that or whatever. And that wasn't the argument that we were making against Vulpi. We're happy that Vulpi got the shot. I think it's more so, we were hoping that, when he started to struggle, other guys could see looks and stuff like that too. That's who we are. We've always been that kind of like of that same wavelength. Like that's what we want. Give the kids a chance to play. When I look at what's happening in baseball now, though, there is data on both sides of it where you see it working really well, and then other sides where you see it like crash and burn really fast.
Not so well.
And they gotta, I mean, it's early in the season, right? But Jackson Holiday, right? What happened last year and this year. And this kid is supposed to be, I mean,
top notch.
I mean,
a guarantee, almost a guarantee. He's one of those players you look at. He's like,
he was number one, right?
Yeah.
Number one prospect in MLB at one point. And I don't, it's just, I mean, I don't watch it.
It's not easy. Major League Baseball. It's, you know what I think it is too? I think it's that there's really a sizable gap between any other level, college, A-ball, AA, AAA to the major leagues. I think it's not just like, okay, it's the next level up. It's like a major step up. It's like when you're here, you could dominate the minor leagues. You get to the major leagues and these guys are precise, and it's like, oh damn.
The closest,
you know what I mean? It's like this is tough. This is a lot. This is a lot more than I expected it to be.
The closest thing, and that this has been said on the U plenty of times, is AA, talent wise, right?
Yeah, of course. That's why you want to see guys dominate AA. That's why I've been saying that about Spencer Jones for years. He got to dominate AA first. And to be fair to him, he's off to a really promising start this year.
Very good start.
Very promising start. So that's great news for the Yankees.
Exactly. But AA would be the closest thing. And even that, when you compare that to MLB, it's like, I mean, that's why it's so like, yo, bro, I say this to you guys in the chat and everybody, who messes with us here at NYU. If you are a fan, a really big fan of baseball, you love these Yankees, and you definitely should make it your business to go to a minor league baseball game.
Yeah, it's good.
It's an experience. It's an experience that I think like true fans need to have, because it really allows you to appreciate just how good the big leaguers are, because there's stuff that you will see at a minor league game, right? And we've gone to, we've gone to several games together in the
we've been to several minor league games.
And I mean, we've all been to a lot of minor league games, but I think when you sit there, one of the first things you notice, like after a few innings, is like yeah, this is really different. Like, it's
No
the
doubt.
same game, and the
No
same
doubt.
things are happening. Somebody's pitching, somebody's hitting, somebody's out there with a glove. But you just see it's so different at the major league level.
Oh,
Like,
it's completely
the
different.
ball
It's
sounds different off the bat. The
everything, bro.
speed,
Everything's
everything
different.
so
The
imagine
speed of the
being a
game is
player.
the biggest. The speed of the game to me is the biggest thing you'll see.
It's crazy.
Is from minor leagues to the major leagues. There is a complete, just a level of difference that you see from up and down in order.
Yep.
Because even like if you go to a minor league game, right, there's a few guys you're paying attention to. A guy might surprise you, but there's a few guys in there that look so different than the rest of the players on the field.
And those are the ones that you know, right?
Those are the ones that just truly stand out.
Yes.
And you know, you got a lot of the sayings, but got a couple of super chats here, guys. Kevin.
Thank you for being a friend.
Gabagool. He says, good morning and God bless. Would you rather the Yankees get a new third baseman or a shortstop at the deadline? That's an easy one for me. That's obvious. A new third baseman is where the Yankees got to be looking at, because again, they got, who's their options there? Oswald Cabrera or DJ LeMahieu, who it wouldn't shock me is back in the next, couple of days, and we'll see who the Yankees actually surrender when he comes back. I think that's going to be really interesting. We got a super chat here from the one and only Senor Rod Thompson. He says Vulpi is not even the player he was in AA. Low on base percentage and not stealing as much as he was in AA. I'm tired of sugarcoating it. Yankees won't win shit if he doesn't step up, period. So I got a couple of feelings on that one, and it's actually what we talked about on Bronx or Nothing the other night.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, but then I also disagree with that comment, because I don't think Anthony Volpe needs to be a middle of the order bat. Exactly. I think the problem again is, and this is exactly the message. By the way, anybody who disliked the message from a clip that we had, you're saying exactly what we said. If you just go ahead and say, let me tune in, and on top of that, that show was live. When those clips were posted, those shows were live, so you just could have clicked and paid attention and listened. So we literally agreed with what everybody was saying.
That's the funny thing. We're all
the reason why Ra feels that way, it's not because of Anthony Volpe himself.
Nope.
It's because the Yankees told you we're skipping on all these free agents. When, by the way, I remember this like the back of my hand. When they were doing that, I said, but this doesn't have anything to do with Volpe. And everybody was going, yeah, Pete, but he's going to be blocked then if you do that. And I said, if he's the player everyone expects him to be, he will find a spot. You don't have to come out and say that. Brian Cashman had no reason to come out and go, well, we believe in the kid in the minor leagues, meaning Anthony Volpe. We know he's the guy. We're putting him there. We're not going to sign a free agent. That's the issue of why fans are sitting back now going, wait a second, this ain't the guy he was supposed to be. It's because of that. So to answer your question, Ra, I'll say this. The Yankees ain't going nowhere if Bellinger and Jazz in the middle of that order don't step up. Volpe could be a 225 hitter at the bottom of the order and play good defense. If that's who he is, and that's who he is. To me, I never expected him to be a middle of the order bat. I never wanted him to be a middle of the order bat after what we've seen the previous 2 seasons. So for me, I need Jazz and I need Bellinger to step up more than anything in the middle of the Yankees order. Because if those guys don't, you're really screwed. I mean, if those guys aren't good, you're relying on Rice, Goldie, Judge, and hopefully Dominguez. Other than that, and Wells, other than that, you're a bit screwed as a team this year. The offense is kind of destroyed.
Big time screwed. And I think, look, I agree. Kind of like with the beginning sentiments of the super chat there. I think it's a lot of it is true, and that's what we, like you just said, is what we said the other night. I think people, that's the beauty of it though. And I said it in one of the quote tweets. I was like, I love you gotta love Twitter, because a clip on Twitter seems to always do exactly what it's supposed to do, right? You put a clip out, and the idea, for those who don't know, like, what happens when those things happen, we're not upset about it. We don't get mad, because first of all, you can't take things personal in this business, right? You can't.
No, not at all.
we're in the business of content creation, right? And at the end of the day, when you put out an opinion and you have, not everybody's going to agree with that. As long as people
Facts.
are respectful in the discourse, I don't really care. Like, you don't have
Facts.
to agree with it. As a matter of fact, I was joking with Pete yesterday that I saw some of the people who disagreed with me, and I was like, I'm actually kind of glad you disagree with me because
Right.
I don't want to agree with you.
Right.
But
Exactly.
honestly, we don't get mad because it's a good thing. That's the idea of a clip posted from here to Twitter. It's to start a conversation. It's to start discourse. Now, a lot of people like to quote tweet and bring it to their timeline and kind of like try and dunk on you. And I guess,
Yeah.
it is what it is. When you're a small-minded person, that's all you can do. Instead of jumping in the comments and responding there and beginning a conversation there like a normal person.
Well,
But
they need affirmation to their opinion because they don't truly believe it themselves.
Exactly. But
That's
I
what it
think
is.
the funniest thing about it all, right, is what you already noted, bro. We all agree, and I think that's what's so funny about the Volpe argument is that everybody who's arguing and feeling like they're on different sides are really not on different sides.
No.
That's the point that I tried to make. I was like, bro,
Yep.
the people who are
Well,
out
you did make the point. You definitely did
yeah,
make the
I
point
feel like I
on the show. You did 100. We all did. That was
Bro,
what we were talking about.
the people who are out there screaming at the top of their lungs, this guy sucks, he's horrible, we're never gonna win with him, whatever like that. They feel that way because they were sold a bill of goods by
Correct.
the Yankees.
Correct.
That he
Exactly.
was something that it turns out he is not. How could you rectify that? Well, Pete has outlined a very easy fix to that. Okay. If this is the hitter who Volpe is, and in year 3, he still looks like that's what he is going to be, unless
Yeah.
he turns a corner in the most spectacular way. This looks like who he is. Okay, cool. The glove plays. We all know that. The glove plays
Facts.
and then some. There's pop there. He does still run into a ball and every now and then. He does have the speed. There is a lot of potential.
He had
But
a great mindset in the postseason,
that's
which
true.
is good as a
Exactly.
Yankee. You
Which
want
need.
that.
You need,
Yeah.
right? He doesn't seem to be, shaking too much. Beautiful. Pete outlined a very simple fix. Take him from the middle of the order to the bottom. That's it. That changes everything. And it says, right? It says from the Yankees, without them actually getting on a microphone and saying it,
Yep.
we realize he may not be the middle of the order guy that we thought he was. So we put him in the bottom of the lineup. If you have Volpe hitting 7th or 8th, I prefer 8th first
Yeah.
option.
That's what I
7th
like. I like 8th.
second option. If you have him hitting in one of those two slots, fine, perfectly fine. Whatever. If he, it's like you said, if he hits 220 there, whatever, that's not going to kill us. A lot of people are going to say, "What do you mean? He's still only hitting 220. He's not hitting. He's striking out. He's whatever." He's doing it at the bottom of the lineup. He's not doing it as the number 9 hitter right before the lineup turns over. He's
Correct.
doing it as the number 7 or the number 8. And I said it the other day. There's an argument that came out recently that a lot of people are starting to believe that the worst hitter in your lineup should definitely not bat 9th. They should bat 7th. You should put them 7th. That's the lowest leverage spot.
I've seen
And
that.
it gives you 2 more guys, 8 or 9, to kind of set the table for the top of the lineup, which is why I said I like him 8th or 7th. I don't want him anywhere near 9 because I want somebody there who's a little bit better in terms of at least getting on base. They don't have to be a better hitter in terms of pop or speed and stuff like that. But if their on base percentage is better than Volpe, then they have a better chance of getting on base for the top of the lineup. That's how I want it. And if the Yankees do that, you solve a lot of, at least for logical, reasonable fans, you solve a lot of problems.
And the thing is, and here's, and let me just, I just want to add one more thing to the whole thing before we even go there. Again, we both agree here that the more important player to the Yankees lineup this season is Jazz and Bellinger. Both of those guys must step up way more than Anthony Volpe.
My expectations are way high.
No
Way
doubt.
high.
My biggest problem is, it's again what Francis just said. Fans are angry, not with who Anthony Volpe is as a person. I even think it might be not even who he is as a player. He hasn't lived up to what the expectation was. That's going to happen to a lot of players.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, I saw a couple of people reach out to and they said, yeah, but what would you want the Yankees to do with a top prospect? Isn't that their job to hype up a top prospect or to get him to the majors? Nobody said the Yankees called up Anthony Volpe too soon. Nobody said he shouldn't have won the job when he won it. Of course he should have. He did his thing.
Yes.
Anthony Volpe had 3-something in that spring training. He was given, hey, whoever's the better player, you're getting shortstop. Volpe said, I'm the better player. I'm going to show you. And he did. So nobody's taking that away from the Yankees that, oh, you guys called him up too soon or this. No. The Yankees told him, finish the development here. The problem that I have with it is the words that the Yankees use, because then it sets an expectation on the fan base, not just the player. It sets an expectation for him to live up to. David Cohn said it. I remember talking about this time and time again about when all those free agents were available, don't pass because of Anthony Volpe. That doesn't make sense. You can still add and Volpe will find a spot. David Cohn said the exact same thing. He goes, I don't like that the Yankees are putting that level of expectation on Volpe, that you're going to pass on these guys because of him. It's another example. It's like Brian Cashman coming out next year and going, Tucker's a free agent. He didn't sign with the Cubs. He's open to any offer. But we like Spencer Jones, so we're not going to move him. There's no difference. So now you just decided.
So what are fans going to say?
Exactly. We are going to sit here.
He better be Kyle Tucker then.
He better be like Kyle Tucker then. He better be a 35, 30 homer guy. That's the expectation. He better steal bags. He better play amazing defense. Why set that level? Because again, folks, you don't have to say any of that. You can just let it pass. Well, was it because of Spencer Jones? Well, he's part of it, but, you know, we also didn't really find a middle ground there. That's it. We couldn't come to an agreement. We thought about it. We tried. Nothing worked. That's it. You don't have to say anything. Oh, because, this kid, because I'm going to be real with you guys. Many chances the Yankees have had to sit there and go, well, Alex Verdugo, Jason Dominguez, we're not going to take this chance to kind of slam dunk Jason Dominguez. They didn't do that.
Exactly.
But anyway, Figgy says, is it me or does Jazz remind you of Willie Mays Hayes trying to hit home runs every damn time? Well, he don't have a manager like Willie Mays Hayes had, so he's not going to tell him to do push-ups if he puts a ball in the air.
Yeah, you got all right. The Willie Mays Hayes. This is why I need Jazz to really lock in and just go on a tear. Now in the end of the end of this month and into May, I really need him to. I really need him to have a big May, and I think he will. I think out of the two guys that we keep pointing at in terms of higher expectations, him and Bellinger, I'm a little bit more
weary
to believe that Jazz is going to figure it out quicker. But it could very well be Bellinger. You never know. But I think Jazz. This is why he needs to though, because I can't have people. I can't continue to hear this. People are comparing him to Willie Mays Hayes now. Like, bro.
Yeah, and I also heard somebody said yesterday. I forgot where I read this. I think it might have been on YouTube actually. Somebody said that somebody commented saying that Jazz has been bad, this or that, and then somebody commented underneath, be like, yeah, but we got Jazz for nothing. I'm like, well, no, we didn't get Jazz for nothing.
We didn't get Jazz for nothing.
The Yankees gave up Augustine Ramirez, who right now is looking like he's going to stay as the starting catcher potentially for the Marlins. Has had 3 doubles already in his early major league career, can absolutely sting the baseball. You guys know him. It was just last year that we got rid of him, so you know who I'm talking about. And then also my other guy, Jared Serna, who's doing well and coming on quick. You're talking about 2 major leaguers that can impact a major league club, one that's already doing it for Jazz. Jazz needs to be the player the Yankees expect him to be. And on top of that, the player he expects to be. That's the other thing about Jazz, the player he expects to be, because Jazz can be that. And I agree with Francis. I think May, June, those months, you're going to see a better Jazz than you're seeing right now. And, if anybody goes, Pete, what's your, why do you believe that? I kind of have to. If I want one, I believe in his talent. I think he's a much better player than we're seeing now. But 2, the Yankees need him to be that type of player, because if he's not, we're kind of screwed, legitimately. Jordan adds in, Goldie and Cruz have been absolute game changers, phenomenal pickups. The reason why I went live when Fernando Cruz, the trade happened, a lot of people saw that deal, and what do they say? It's a minor deal. Okay, Trevino's gone, cool. When I saw the name Fernando Cruz, I was like, that's the dude that has great strikeout numbers. Let me double check. And it was, and I was like, I got to hop on this because that's a good move. Yeah. And it's been a very good move. He's pitching to a low 2 ERA. The guy's been absolutely phenomenal. And let me tell you something, too, that I like about him. He got the New York mindset, and he really wants to be a Yankee. People bring that up a lot. There is something to that. He truly does want to be a Yankee. So I'm happy that Fernando Cruz is a Yankee.
Me too. It looks like he's a guy who's, likes New York and could be made for New York. And I mean, boy, when he's on, that's the thing, what we said from the very beginning. There's going to be times where he doesn't look too good, but when he is on,
Forget
the dude
about it.
looks unhittable, and that's what you
No
want.
doubt. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the New York Yankees currently, ooh, I have nothing pulled up. Look at me.
We went dark on them.
We went dark on you guys. 15-10. Now, here's the problem for the Yankees. If you're a little superstitious as I am, Toronto has lost 5 games in a row. All those people talking about the Blue Jays, they're the best. Stand back, like Vince McMahon said. They're now 12-13. Again, they have lost 5 games in a row. They take on the Yankees today in Nueva York. So the Yankees in first place. They're up 2 games in the division. So with all those players struggling, again, the Yankees are, one thing they're doing, they are maintaining. They're above water. They're breathing in and out with no water going in their lungs. They're doing a solid job. 5 games over 500. They're 7-3 in their last 10. And I think it is fair to say we haven't seen the best of a lot of these players on the team currently. So Yankees are in a good spot. Big series starts today at home. Only 3 games at home, by the way. And then they're right back out on the road. So hopefully we get 2 of 3, bare minimum.
Baltimore,
and
right?
Go from there. But yeah. They head to Baltimore right after that.
It's
That
nice.
is
Facing two division rivals at a part of the season where both seem to be struggling. You have an opportunity to, beat on some teams that aren't playing really well, or as the Yankees have done many a time in the past, become the get right team for those teams. And I hope that it's not that.
No. I hope not either.
It is not that. We don't want to see the Blue Jays come in here and dog walk the Yankees at home, especially not the way that they've been playing recently. They're a talented team. We all know that. We're not underestimating them, okay? Vladimir Guerrero Jr. seems to really revel in playing against the Yankees.
Oh, yeah.
New York against the Yankees seems to really get him excited. He has been a little bit of a Yankee killer in his, career thus far. But, some of the pitchers that he's had the most success against as Yankees aren't, available right now. So let's see.
Scotty Horwitz says, is Boone limiting base stealing or players stopping themselves?
I don't think
I don't know if it's Boone. It is a little odd that, and the Yankees, to be fair, they are stealing bases. It's not like guys aren't stealing. I think Dominguez got 2 or 3. Jazz got 4, I think. I think Vulpi does have 2 or 3. Judge got 1 or 2. I think Bellinger has 1. Goldie has 1. This is just going based off memory of calling games. I'm more than certain they do because I've hit this button quite a bit. I've hit that button quite a bit this year when they steal bags. So is it at the level and the rate we would like to see? Maybe not, but I don't know if anybody is really given the green light just to kind of make their mind up. I really don't know, because there are situations when I'm sitting there looking around being like, bro, you got 1 out, Dominguez at first base, and Oswaldo Cabrera is the batter. Like, you could certainly run in this situation if he gets caught. What's the big deal? You're rounding out the top of the order again, depending on the score of the game and all that too. But I don't know if I'm going to sit here and blame Boone on that. I don't know if that's the case, so I don't want to just throw that on Aaron Boone. MLB Gaming says Cruz 7th, Weaver 8th, and Williams 9th is nasty. Yeah, I mean, I think that's something that maybe was an expectation when they got Fernando Cruz, that this could be the case.
Even before Johnny Lowe comes back.
And then Johnny Lowe and Tim Hill has been good. So, yeah, and that's why I've always said I'm not overly worried about the Yankees bullpen as much as a lot of other people kind of panicking about it. I'm like, they usually figure it out. And the big thing for the Yankees is, and I want to kind of settle some fans down on something here. And it's probably not the best way to do this, but it's going to kind of be like a double-edged sword. For the fans that are concerned about Devin Williams, I'm going to give you almost an easy way out of kind of just relax and let him play his game.
Fair.
If Devin Williams isn't the guy we think Devin Williams could be, right? And he's just not good as a Yankee. Let's just say there's a rare coincidence that this is his worst year in the major leagues and he really struggles as a Yankee, can't handle it, whatever the reason might be. The good news is we have Luke Weaver.
Exactly.
That's the good news. And I trust me, it's shitty to say because we all want Devin Williams to succeed. We were excited. Matter of fact, that news broke during an All Rise. So we were extremely happy with the idea of Devin Williams being a Yankee. So at the end of the day, though, if he were to really be bad and the Yankees did have to make a change, it's not like they're saying, well, we're going to go to Tim Hill to be our closer. We don't have anybody else. So we're going to have to rely on Tim Hill. You got Weaver. You got Luke Weaver there. You got Fernando Cruz, who's been really good. That could be a setup guy. You got Tim Hill at the back end. You got Johnny Loizaga, who has a chance of being one of those late inning guys. So the Yankees at least have other arms where if that was the case, that some people are concerned enough to think it could be, at least knowing you got that guy there, it's okay. It's not as bad, put it that way, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But let's get into your guys' voicemails, baby. Favorite part of the show. Here we go. Let's do it. Let me do a refresh real quick of the voicemails. All right, there we go. Here we go.
Hey.
Hey.
She had a fat ass.
Damn Skippy.
This
Damn
is
right.
Joey from the Bronx, and I want to touch on a couple of issues today
What up, brother?
in quick succession. Number one, I'm done with the motherfucking umpires. Get these fucking blind bats the fuck out of here. I am done with these guys.
It's bad, bro.
Replace them with robots, AI shit, digital, whatever. I'm done. Get them the
Shit
fuck
digital.
out of here. Number two, can everybody please stop throwing out random names to put on third base? Oh, let's put Ben Rice on third. No, let's put Jazz back on third. That guy is a second baseman. He begrudgingly accepted playing third because we don't have anybody to put on third. Speaking of which, how about, here's a crazy idea, how about we actually get a real third baseman? And not DJ LaFuckface. You know, God, he's going to be coming back. And
He's back,
finally,
baby.
can everybody stop riding Vulpi's dick and telling us that it's just around the corner. He's getting better. I got excited about Vulpi there for a second. I thought the torpedo bat thing did the magic trick. Apparently it didn't. This guy's a below average hitter, and that's just the end of it. Okay, I get he's the local hero. He's got $1 million smile, but please, let's stop it. Let's stop buying into the fucking Yankees hype. All right, take it easy. Talk to you later.
I love the voicemail. I love the voicemail because, you know, a lot of people get mad because truth can hurt.
Yeah.
You know, truth can bother you. And I don't think Joey's sitting there saying, and this is the problem with talking sports today, is that you got to be on one side. You can't simply say, well, here's the facts right now, and he hasn't been good. Because then you got people, well, this number shows there's a chance that, you know, it's still in there and he's going to be great. I don't think even Joey's saying, well, maybe next year he goes off. What he's saying is, again, into 1,400 at-bats, he's been a 220-something hitter with a under 700 OPS, with an OPS plus that is not cute, with an on-base percentage that is not cute. That's all. He's simply saying, on the face value of what we've seen so far, he's not been a good player. Offensively, defensively, phenomenal. That's awesome. But you've had many great glove guys that haven't hit.
Yeah.
And again, I'm sitting here right now telling everybody, but if that's who he is, just move him down, fam. Let him be.
Yeah,
and then if he develops, what do they talk about, Fred? Develop him. He's going to develop. Okay, look, he's 23 years old.
Let him develop in the bottom of the lineup.
Let him develop in the bottom of the line. Don't put a fucking target on the kid's back. That's huge. Going to get the number 5 and number 6 hitter every day with a 220 career average with not a ton of pop, not a ton of anything. Yeah. Let him be. Bat him lower.
They're putting him in situations right now.
Take the magnifying glass off the dude's ass, man. Let him be.
Not like they're putting him. I mean, by batting him 6th, like a lot of the times he's coming up in situations where there's ducks on the pond, right? We may have scored a run or a run or two, but like there's rallies that are like ongoing and he's coming up and he's like killing them. Like he's striking out. Like it's
Francis.
It's a fart. It's like nothing happens. You don't want that. Drop him in the lineup.
One of the arguments is always what? Well, who are you going to put there? I mean,
Jason
against
Dominguez.
right-handed hitters, Jason Dominguez is only hitting above 300, and he's batting 8th every day.
Jason Dominguez, buddy. Like, I mean,
I don't understand how
that
you can
hard.
even make the lineup out and go, why does this make sense? Like, and again, this is why people will always add fuel to that fire, because you can't sit here and legitimately say Vulpi should be batting higher than Jason Dominguez. You can't look at that lineup and go, oh, who's on the mound? A right-hander. Okay, cool. Why is Dominguez hitting 8th exactly? And why is Vulpi hitting 5th and Dominguez hitting 8th, or Volpe's hitting 6th? And wouldn't you think of flipping that? Like, wouldn't that just make more sense? Isn't Dominguez more profiled as a middle of the order guy than Vulpi has been? And that's the problem, is that you look at that and go, why? Can anybody give me a valid reason?
And when I said that, when I brought up the stuff about things that have happened to Volpe, or things that Volpe's gotten that are undeserved, this is what I'm talking about. And that's where, like, I point the finger at the overall leadership and the overall organization. People like, run with that comment and like act like they're stupid and they can't understand it. It's like, no, you understand.
Oh, no, exactly, they understand it. Yeah, definitely.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
100%.
Dominguez should not be hitting lower than this guy if a right-hander is on the mound. That is a fact. When I brought up, oh, this kid came up, and immediately you see him, he's hanging out, sitting in between Judge and Rizzo and all those guys, whatever. People acted like, oh, what are they not supposed to hang out with him? No. I didn't say that. But where do you see that with Dominguez? Okay, you know, is Judge or Paul Goldschmidt going to take Dominguez out and buy him a watch this year? I'm just saying, like, it's not, and it's not. You can say, oh, but you know, maybe they got along with him, they don't get along with him, and maybe look, at the end of the day, a lot of people watch this. Maybe since that shit just came out of my mouth, you might see somebody take Dominguez and buy him a watch this year. But that's the point. The point I'm saying is, it's like Volpe got called up, red carpet rolled out, and immediately was like treated like a vet. He was always in the lineup, always batting high, middle of the order. He led off at some point last year. This year he's been in the middle of the order.
They've done everything. They've done everything.
Like, that's all I'm saying. It's like, if you don't feel like it's undeserved for Volpe, that's fine. I'm not going to argue with that if you don't feel like it's undeserved. But then how could you say it's not deserved by Dominguez?
Exactly. That's exactly the point.
So if it's deserved for one, then okay, cool. So then let's do it across the board. But nobody's saying that. And that's my issue. That's my issue. Let's just call a spade here. For some reason, Volpe gets, what he gets, that's it. He's in there every day. He never has to sit. Dominguez has sat, 3 times already? 4 times?
Yep.
I mean, got to be honest here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Jordan adds in, Luke Weaver in any other ballpark would have been a blown save in the last game. Them 3 outs is getting really tough to get for everyone, it seems. Well, come on, brother. You're nitpicky. You're nitpicking one inning that he's had over all the zeros he's put up the entire season. Like, now that's nitpicky. That's nitpicky, brother. Now you're really reaching on that one. The guy was awesome for the Yankees last year.
Jordan he's that Yankee fan that people are always talking about. They're like, you guys are never happy. You guys can always find something.
Right.
Listen, Jordan, we're not gonna shit on you here. We always say,
no, I like Jordan.
Fan how you guys want to fan. So I'm with you. I support you, and you're right to say what you just said.
He did get hit hard. I admit that. Every single ball was a deep fly out.
It's true.
Weaver's been really good, man. He's been really freaking good.
Cut him some slack. Here's the thing too. The fastball velo wasn't where it normally was.
Yeah.
So that's right. 94, 95, 90.
The good news is
96, 97 better.
It started to go up from even the beginning of the year when he was hitting 92, 93. Now it's back to 94, 95.
Yes.
So my assumption is
it'll be there.
It'll be there. It'll get back to him as the season goes on.
I
think Dellin was like that too, wasn't he? Dellin will build up a lot. Like, there was a year I remember everybody's like, oh my God, he's throwing 96. What the hell? And then it's like 2 months later, he's hitting 101. It's like, oh, okay, there he is.
Yeah.
It's like, it happens.
Fireballers are prone to, like, the buildup. And it's not necessarily they go out there, and I think people say, like, what's wrong with him? He doesn't have 100 today. It's like, it might not be that he doesn't have 100. It might be that he cannot control 100 today.
Correct.
Early in the season, that happens a lot when you're a pitcher, especially you pitch in the Northeast. You play for the Yankees. There's cold weather. There's stuff out there. There's going to be days where you go out there, especially like colder, rainy days or whatever. And yes, in your arm, you could grab the ball and throw it as hard as you can and hit a higher velo. but
Facts.
you're not locating that velo. So what do? You go out there and you take a couple miles per hour off so you can locate better, and people, start to worry. But I mean, once May and June roll around and it's hot and there's no, it takes a lot of variables out of it. You'll start to see most guys hit their normal velo. That's when I get worried. Like in June, when I see a guy's velo dip, that's when I like the antennas go up and say, wait, something's wrong.
Yep. Ness in the chat, he goes to Jordan.
El Diablo.
Facts. Jordan, we love you, brother. Let's go to the next take here. We got Uncle Dom in the house.
Pete Jura, Father Francis Fridays, maybe?
Yes,
And the
sir.
greatest
He's here.
community in the world. Uncle
In the
Dom
flesh.
here. Pete, as the Yankees embark on this 3-game set, I want them to do some stuff here. I want them to have some consistency, do some stuff out of the box, all right?
Okay.
Some hitting and running, some stealing of bases, lay down some bunts, drop Vulpi down the ninth, or give him a couple of days off. That 5 through 9 got to get better. We know what 1 through 4 is. Let's show some consistency. Let's have some of that good, sweet, funky stuff.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying, Pete? You know, like I told Mo the other night when I came home, what I'm trying to do after coming out of the hospital, getting my shit together, building up my endurance. I told her, you know what I told her, Pete? I said, when I came home last night, you wouldn't make love to me. You went fast to sleep. You wouldn't even talk to me. You said, I'm so crazy. I'm so crazy.
Coming home intoxicated.
I said, I just want to love you. Just want to love you, Mo. That's why I'm so elated. Come on, baby. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, what you say. Give it to me right away. Give it to me. Give it to me. I said, baby, give it to me, baby. Give it to me right away. Give it to me, what you say. Give it to me. And you know what? I'll make you holler like you had enough. So make us holler, Yags, and do something. Show us some consistency. Let's fucking go. We're back, baby. Woo!
Oh man.
Oh,
what
back.
a voicemail. What a
back.
voicemail, man. You know,
That
kind
was
of
wild.
I miss those, man. I miss those,
Yes.
Uncle Dom. So we're happy you're back. We're happy you're getting stronger every single day, and I'll see you on that field on May 10th, my friend. But men are gonna be men.
Yeah.
Uncle Dom's thinking about one thing leaving that hospital room.
We never
love it.
change. We really never change.
We don't ever change.
I'm
We never
telling
will.
you, we hit like a mental plateau really early in life, and we just stay the same. Like that's who we are. We are who we are, and I love it. I love it.
So from Uncle Dom's greatness, craziness to a stern man who gets right to the point. Here he is.
Hey, Pete, Francis, if you're there today, Jira, chat, William Henry here. I love to call in on Fridays when both Pete and Francis are there. What a great combination of baseball knowledge.
Oh, I like it.
First of all, I just wanted to say how glad I am to have our singer, Uncle Dom, back and healthy. That's so important. What a great guy he is. Three things I wanted to talk about today, and all of them, I'm going to call them examples of what the Yankees would like it to be versus what reality is. Number one, Luke Weaver. Luke Weaver is our best closer, period. Not Devin Williams. Luke Weaver saved our season last year, and regardless of whatever Williams' history has been the last 5 years, what is relevant is now, in this year. And to me, just because Williams was good before doesn't automatically mean he can pitch for the pinstripes. That's a whole different thing. Second, closers are a very unique breed and a different mindset. There's so many examples over the years of all of a sudden good closers, they lose it and they don't get it back. I'm not saying Williams will, but we don't know that. And people like Michael Kay saying we're idiots for thinking he might, not have a good year. He's wrong. Number two, 100%. Cody Bellinger. Bellinger's had one good season in the last 5 years. Since 2020, he has an OPS of .725 and an OPS plus of 99, below 100 to 100 average. The Yankees would want him, and they keep batting him number 3 behind Judge, but his history so far is that he's shown nothing to warrant being there. Both Jason Dominguez and Trent Grisham are better, and they should be in the lineup ahead of Bellinger. Last, and I'll make this quick, Anthony Vulpi. He's played in over 480 games now.
Yep.
He's got a career OPS of .66, and he's had over 1,400 at-bats. He's slightly above average defensively, but he makes critical errors on easy plays in situations that cost us games. One example was the 6th inning last Tuesday night. I just don't see on what basis do the Yankees think he's going to get much better at this point and be what they told us he would be. I just don't see it. Last question is, hey, Pete, when are we going to do smash or pass again? Okay, I'm out. Bye.
We got to bring it back on Sunday.
We'll do it on Sunday, yes.
Do it on Sunday. DS.
We'll do DS. Well, on designated spitters, it seems like that just needs to be a regular thing. It's a smash or pass, a segment at the end. We do a little smash or pass action, and that's it. So William Henry, because of you said it, my friend, we'll make sure we bring it back this Sunday. Jordan adds in, not shitting on Weaver at all. I love him, but every person we stuck in the closing role this year has had a tough 3 outs. That's fair. That's fair to say. Let's keep it going, guys. Here we go. Then the last thing we'll do today after all these voicemails, still got a lot of voicemails here. The last thing we'll do is go over the pitching matchups for the Toronto series. So you want to stay tuned for that.
Hey, Pete and Francis, Kyle Malay here.
Oh, Malay's the way.
And hope the Yankees can get off to a good start tonight against the Blue Jays in this series. If everything goes well, I'll be purchasing my NYU Day ticket on Monday. I'm just waiting to hear back from my babysitter. I can only afford one ticket, so if my babysitter can watch my daughter, then I will definitely be there. And I want to see Crackle Nuts, I want to see Kev Buggy, and I want to see DJ Steele there. We can pass it out there. Let's all have a good day, and go Yankees.
He's calling him out.
He's like, look, when we get over there in person, you gonna talk that mess. Let's see if you still talking over that, Steels. Kev Boogie, what's up, brother?
He wants a handicap match. Okay. I mean, listen.
I'll give you one of these, baby, is what he said.
I don't know.
I'll give you a knuckle sandwich. You know what's on the menu? Knuckle sandwiches.
We can make it happen. He said, don't worry about the buffet that day, because I got knuckle sandwiches for all of you. Okay?
Knuckle sandwiches for everybody, because I might have 2 right here, but don't worry. I got more where that came from, baby. That's what Kyle Malay said. Remember, Malay is the way. Let's go ahead and continue. Oh, God. I got it before I play this voicemail. Simon's gotten off to a very rough 2025.
Simon has been coming in hot.
The chat has turned on Simon completely.
Yeah, no.
He needs to redeem himself, because right now everybody's like, bro, he has said that the Marcus Stroman thing we know about, but he said that the lefty batters have to hit right-handed. He said that Brett Gardner sucks, and that's why Vulpi sucks, because he's wearing number 11.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, his takes have been.
That was egregious. Can I say one thing too?
Please go ahead, please,
guys. Smack that damn like. Okay, we close to 100. I see Jerry. She's putting in the comments with her. Smack the like.
It's been like pulling teeth this year. I'm telling you. I don't know.
A lot of hate watching this year. A lot of hate watching. Even if you hate us, all right, you're watching.
Hit the like at least.
Just hit the damn like.
I thought the chat loved us, to be honest. I'm like, man.
The chat loves us, but then you got a lot of hate watchers that they're there. And I want to see what they're gonna say today. Let me see if I can get a clip to quote tweet today.
I got something to say today.
Your mother was a dumb whore with a fat ass. Did you know that?
I just want to know, did you know that?
I was
that haters out there.
Somebody's name right after that. It just went so bad.
All right, well, let's move on to Simon. Here we go. What do we get today, Simon, baby?
Good morning, Pete. The Bella Vista Bocce Master calling from Bella Vista in New Haven. How you doing? I was watching the show the other day, and one of your people in chat said, what WTF I'm talking about Gardner. I mean, I know the guy's got a high on base percentage, but he was only a once in a blue moon type hitter. I mean, I don't want this from Vulpi. I think Vulpi should just bat in life, like you said. I mean, we've had so many once in a blue moon type hitters beside Gardner that stink. Chuck Knobloch, Nick Johnson, Doug McCavich. I mean, I want to see Vulpi succeed. What? Believe me, I do. But he can't succeed if he's going to win that idiot's number. All right? Okay. I want to see the guy hit every single day. I mean, it's, you know what it's like, Pete? It's like a game to get to the playoffs. All right, you have a guy who gets a hit every day, or who only strikes out every day. Who do you want up at the plate in a clutch situation like that? A guy who hits every day, not a guy who strikes out or gets a hit once in a blue moon. Come on now, it's common sense to that person who said that on the chat. I know what I'm talking about. That's why I'm the bocce master. We're gonna win again tonight and beat those Blue Jays good. Well, you have a good day, Pete. Rock on. NY1 Underground forever. Smacky the likey. Hitty the subby. And remember, Aaron Judge is a gift from God. Oh, and don't forget, Pete, you got to buy me and Francis our Bella Vista Bocce Master of Bella Vista for our birthday next Saturday, May 3rd.
Yeah,
I take a 3X. Have a good day. Bye.
I said I ain't buying no shit.
He said, I'll take a 3X. Hey, shouts out to Simon, though. He's right. Our birthday's coming up. I completely forgot that.
That is correct.
I'm celebrating my birthday. I'm going to tell y'all right now. I'm celebrating my birthday at the end of the month. Okay? I don't care. All right, next week, I get it.
Wait until they see that vlog.
That's the legal day. Okay, but
especially the moment that we've talked about. That's gonna be wild.
That's gonna be something.
That's gonna be something. Let me tell you something.
Wait on it. Just wait. Listen, Simon, can I just beg one thing? Let's go easy on Brett Gardner, right? Just for now, at least. Can we?
The man just lost the son, man. I'm like, my goodness.
Can we gotta shield him from slander right now. We can't. And I get it. You're entitled to your opinion.
And the slander's wrong. Like, it's factually wrong. Gardner was a good player.
He was. He had some pretty decent years for the Yankees.
Legitimately good years. Like, legitimately good years.
They're far in our history at this point, but bro, there's a reason why Brett Gardner is remembered affectionately, bro. It's not one of those things where we look back and we're like, why did we love this guy? This is kind of ass. Like, no. And you know what? Sometimes, even when the guy is ass, people love a good ass. Okay? I'm sorry. It just is what it is. All right? It is what it is. Sometimes you wonder. But Brett Gardner was not ass, all right, his entire Yankees tenure. Here, I will say this, right? And I'm not going to go further than this because I don't want to slander him at all. Not with what he's going through. The thing with Brett Gardner, though, is towards the end there, the Yankees were very reluctant to move off of him.
Correct.
Right? They brought him back. They kept bringing him back, and it was more. And I get it. He was a clubhouse presence and stuff like that. And to be honest, it seemed like a clubhouse presence that you kind of needed because he weeded some stuff out that, didn't even hit the headlines and stuff like that. But you found out after the fact that he was a major factor in, kind of getting certain things under control.
Yep.
And so I get it. Even though I didn't like, as the amount of playing time he was getting there towards the end, I really can't argue with it because he was contributing in other ways. So shouts out to Brett Gardner, bro. And love, prayers to his family, man.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Pray and our faith warriors, bro. Cover that family in prayer, bro, because they're going through something right now.
That's tough. That's extremely tough. And you did say something about a big ass. I think you did, right?
Oh, I did.
Hey, she had a fat ass.
That's right. You know what I'm saying?
Never know. I mean, I'm just saying. And on top of that, too, one more thing I want to add in to Simon right there. Simon talked about Chuck Knobloch. In 4 years, Knobloch hit 272 for the Yankees, a 366 on base percentage, a 768 OPS. Chuck Knobloch was a very good Yankee for the years that he was here. Besides his last year when he hit like 250 and really struggled. Yeah, we know the second base stuff, the defense. Chuck Knobloch was a really good offensive player for the Yankees and a great table setter for years. A lot of stolen bags. Got his hit for some pop with the Yankees. So, all right, Simon, I think you're off a little bit.
He compared Knobloch and Doug Mankiewicz
in the same sentence, which is absolutely wild.
Where I was like, huh?
Dougie M could play D. He couldn't hit. Dougie M don't belong in the same sentence as Nobby, all right?
I love one thing I will say about Simon, though, right? The energy and the conviction. That's the one thing about Simon.
The time. No, he believes in what he's saying.
And that's what we preach over here, bro. Fan the way you're gonna fan. It's okay.
He ain't trying to get clicks.
Exactly. It's okay that we disagree with you, Simon. You keep calling. You keep, you know what I'm saying? As long as, try to be a little more respectful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, come on. You got to know what's going on out there with Gardy. It ain't the time to dunk on that, brother. Let's be honest. Let's keep it going, guys. Here we go.
How's it going, Pete?
Hey.
One thing that I hear, I mean, and it's obvious and it's true, a lot of people talking about is how bad Vulpi is doing. Mm-hmm. And I just think that despite, the fact that he is obviously struggling, I think a lot of people kind of underplay how hard it is to play at his player archetype potential. What I mean by that is, like, a lot of people, podcasts and analysts and everyone, I'm not saying you, just everyone in general, and they're right. They're saying, he should be like a singles guy, a doubles guy, gets on base a lot, like the 260 plus average, like a 320 plus on base type of guy. And I completely agree, but I think people understand how hard it is to do that in the major leagues. So what I think is happening here, I mean, first of all, he's never been a big average or on base guy even in the minors. But what I think is happening here is that he's trying to swing for the fences because it's a lot easier to put together a season where you hit, let's say, 20 homers because you're swinging as hard as you can every time, trying to hit 420. It's a lot easier than doing what like Judge and Goldschmidt do when, yeah, they have power, but they also can hit for average and shoot the ball where they want. I think a lot of people just think that, like, the guy can't just, like, snap his fingers and become that type of hitter. I think if he wanted to be that type of hitter, like Jeter, like everyone compares him to, he 100% would be. But I think people just underplay how hard that is to do. People will be like, oh, well, why is Vulpi not, shooting the ball the other way and stuff like that? Listen, they're major league hitters, but, like, that's hard to do in the major leagues. All the best pitching in the world, So I think his mindset is I'm going to try to run into 20 every year, play good defense, and hopefully everything else kind of just, works its way out that way. Just wanted to talk about that quick, but great show. Keep doing what you're doing. Go Yanks.
Thank you. And can I just add one more thing to what you said? The level of expectation. That's all we talked about. You literally you just took another route to come back to exactly what we've been saying.
This is the point.
Is if the Yankees did not sit there, pass on all these guys, and specifically say, we like the guys we have in the minor leagues, meaning everybody knew what he meant. Everybody knows they didn't mean Peraza. Everybody knew it was Anthony Vulpi. It was Anthony Vulpi.
Now, we know for sure they didn't mean Peraza.
They know 100%. They set a level of expectation of what you're going to see. And again, I'm happy that I got all this on record. Go back to what I told everybody to expect. And everybody said, you're nuts, Pete. He's 300. I'm like, he never hit 300 in the minors. 240. Sit at 240. Let him shock you. It's the best way to go about prospects. I said the same thing with Dominguez. My expectation is I want to see 2020. I think he could do 2020. Average-wise, if he hits me 240, 250, I'm happy in year one. Yeah, but come on, that's not the guy. Okay, it might not be the guy, but I'm going to let him surprise me.
Yeah, year
if he hits
one?
275 and wins a Rookie of the Year, shit, let's go.
Yeah.
But that's the thing that you literally just said it. The expectation has been up here when Vulpi may just be the guy that he is right here. And everybody's going more. And the Yankees themselves are going more. Why are they doing that? Well, Pete, they're not saying that. He's batting 5th or 6th every single day. They're putting him in the middle of the order every single game. Saying that's him.
That's what it is. You want to temper expectations? Pete gave you a very easy way to do it. Put him in the bottom of the lineup.
Don't DFA him. Don't dump him. Don't say, we need a new shortstop.
We're not saying that.
No, not at all.
Here's the thing. At the end of the day, look, I loved what the caller just said. He's like, yeah, if he can run into 20, whatever. Okay, cool. Look, if Vulpi is that guy, if that's who he is, fine. Run into 20 every year. Do me a favor, though. Try to strike out less. Can you try to strike out less? Can you put the ball in play more? Because if you put the ball in play more with your speed and athleticism, that will translate to good things for you, okay?
I mean, Aaron Judge did say it about him, didn't he?
Yeah, errors being made, stuff like that. Like, what I need from Anthony Vulpi more than anything is I just need to see him on base more, because to me, the fact that you're striking out so much means that you are literally taking away such a huge part of what you bring to the dynamism of this lineup, which is your base running. We don't have that. When you strike out 4 times in a game, you've completely taken out one of my favorite aspects about you as a player, which is what you can do on the bases. And it's not just about you in the batter's box. Once Vulpi is on base, now it's what he's doing for the next guy in the batter's box, because now the pitcher has to worry about this twitchy kid over there who's probably going to take second no matter what he freaking does. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And now you're going to pitch to this guy differently. And that's what we want, because now you're putting that guy in a better position. And if you have that at the bottom of the lineup, maybe batting 7th or 8th or whatever it is, right? He's on base. He probably goes and steals second. Now the guy hitting number 9 got a fat pitch. He probably didn't put it in the seats. Maybe he just hit a bloop into right field. But now you got runners on 1st and 3rd with the top of the lineup coming up. That
bingo
is dream scenario, ladies and gentlemen.
You're putting him in a great position to really benefit the rest of the lineup also, which is
what
you want.
On base percentage, OBP, and I get it. It's true what the caller said. Never been a high average guy. Never been astronomical OBP guy.
That's right.
But the strikeouts, that's what's killing me here. And
Agreed.
I don't blame the Yankees for that. Let me make that clear.
Of course. Well, we also said there's a lot of that on Vulpi too.
Exactly. I do not blame the Yankees for Vulpi striking out the way that he's striking out. That is solely on Anthony Vulpi because he is the only guy in the box holding the bat at that point. So the strikeouts, that's on him. That's pitch selection, that's recognition, that's swing path, that's all of that. That's him. I need him to strike out less, Pete. That's what I need.
No doubt. I agree. Frank Quotez says, I would like to hear your opinions. Guys, do you think Carrasco can dominate the Blue Jays tonight? Well, it's funny because you segue right into tonight's matchup. Jose Berrios versus Carlos Cookie Carrasco in game 1. Game 2, Kevin Gossman versus Max Fried. By the way, I think it was MLB. You want to hear something that is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life? They put a list out of the best 10 starters to begin the year. Do you know Max Fried's not on the list?
I saw it.
I'm like, hello? Like, Max Fried, what the frick? He could be the leading Cy Young candidate in the American League. You guys are that unaware? Are you kidding me? Who gets fired for that list? Then Bassett versus Clark Schmidt. So, look, Gossman's done. Yankees hit Gossman pretty well. The Yankees don't really always hit Bassett. And Berrios, they've hit pretty decently, too, in their career. So, it's going to be an interesting matchup. I don't know what to expect for Cookie Carrasco. I mean, I really don't at this point. I don't know what to expect from him. That's why we kind of talked about Tristan McKenzie. Why that could make sense, because I'd rather see McKenzie run out there. But maybe there's something about him that Blake knows that we don't know, and it's kind of a stay away. But still time. You never know what happens there. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm interested tonight. I can't. I think we'd be literal fools to sit up here and tell you like that we know exactly what you're going to get from Cookie tonight. You don't, and that's what the situation is with the Yankees rotation. Right now, back end of the rotation is wild cards. Like, it's joking. Yeah. Like, you really just, you don't know. You could get the Cookie that you got the other day where it's like, oh my God, this guy's phenomenal. Look at him. He's getting out of trouble. He's not leaving, too many ducks on the pond. He's not throwing anything too middle stuff. Yeah, you could get that. You can also get the guy who gives up 4 runs before the third inning comes. You don't know. You might say, oh, but the Blue Jays are struggling. Yes, that's fine. But listen, just look at the names in that lineup, up and down that lineup. Okay. Those struggling or not, that's a hard lineup to keep at bay. And it takes good pitching to solve them. And sometimes bad pitchers, right, on the surface, right, pitchers who are bad in terms of they don't throw high velo and their stuff isn't all that, can have days where they pitch well. That's what we're looking for today.
That's right.
Right? That's what we're looking for.
Right.
Just pitch. Go out there today and pitch. Be a pitcher. Be a veteran. You know what I'm saying? If he goes out there and has a veteran outing, I could 1,000% see him, pitching into the 6th with maybe 3 or less given up. And that's an opportunity for the Yankees to win, to be honest with you.
No doubt about it. And
Berrios is not somebody who should just dominate this lineup. I'm sorry.
No doubt about it. Pinu adds in, I love this community and the baseball knowledge Pete and Francis bring. Salute the U. Thank you, brother. We appreciate that. Just to give everybody a quick rundown on how the Yankees fare against him. Bellinger hitting .750 on his career against him with 1 home run. Oswaldo Cabrera, no homers, but hitting .375 off him. Jazz and a couple of ABs hitting .500. Goldie, 167 in, I believe it's 12 at-bats, so not great there. Grisham, 286. Aaron Judge, in 32 at-bats, 344. Ben Rice only got 5 at-bats against him, no hits. Volpe hitting .308 against them. And then Austin Wells, in it seems like 1 game against them, 250. So the Yankees across the board hit him pretty well. Guys, it's 12 o'clock. Francis, can we get to a few more voicemails? You're good?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, boys. Fast Eddie.
Hey.
Quick comment. I know we've been talking about a lot of stuff. My big worry is our number 3 starter. I believe Rodon's going to be fine. Max is great. Luis Gil, really, we need to get that guy fucking back as quick as we can. Because I'm not sure I trust Schmidt or the rest of the clowns they're pitching. I was wondering what you thought about maybe a number 3 pitcher. As far as the shortstop is concerned, I can make that work easily. I just got to drop 85 pounds real quick, get in my uniform, and I'll be out there in about 3 weeks, ready to go. All right, my boys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Oh, I love me some Fast Eddie, baby.
That was
Nobody like him.
Drop
Not Fast
85.
Eddie. Hey, drop 85 is that quick? Shit.
You better give him 3 weeks.
Shit, 3 weeks. You better start teaching a lot of people how to do that. I tell you right now. But Fast Eddie again. When it comes to the Yankees rotation, look, Clark Schmidt had a bad outing last time out. His first outing was decent. He could definitely be that guy. But yeah, you're right. They need Louis Hill back. You can't lose all those guys and be overly consistent, because the one thing I think we can all hold on hope to here is that Fried is the guy we're seeing. Carlos Rodon, all those little peripherals and all those little numbers, underlying numbers of him being the best guy we've seen as a Yankee. Let's hope that continues to go in the right direction. Schmidt can kind of rebound and be the guy we know he could be. And then if Hill gets back, that's a that's a dominating 1 through 4. So yeah, you don't see Garrett Cole at top, but that's a 1 through 4 that can take you to a chip. I don't think anybody should deny. I mean, if those guys are good and what they are, hell yeah, that's a very good 1 through 4 at least. And then you figure out who the number 5 is.
Yeah, plenty of teams have won with less than that. So if we can get that, bro, we're straight. But again, it's much easier said than done. We need Hill to work his way back in the healthiest way possible. No setbacks, and you know that the Yankees aren't going to rush him. You just know that it's not,
and they shouldn't. They shouldn't.
And it's the right move. All right. We give them a lot of crap sometimes, but we also do have to be honest. No matter what happens this season, no matter how bad things get or how good things look and whatever, you cannot rush Louis Hill, and I don't think the Yankees will, and they're right.
Agreed. Let's keep it going, guys.
Yo, Pete and Francis, what up, my guys? It's Chandler calling in.
What's up, brother?
I just want to, I know it might be a little late. You might not get to me, but I just want to say, bro, please, for the love of God, bro, stop playing Simon's voicemails for like 2 months, bro. Please, bro. This motherfucker been giving me a headache for the whole season so far, man. Yeah. He's out of pocket.
Damn, man.
Let's go Yankees.
Hey, look. Hey, can I say something, though?
Handler, you my guy, but you got to watch your back. Simon is dangerous now.
The bocce ball behind the head. Bing! That's what it does. You hit, bing! That's all it does. And that's the last sound you hear.
That's the last sound you hear. Then you're done.
The last sound you hear is bing!
Happy belated birthday to Chandler, by the way. Yeah.
Happy belated birthday, brother. But nah, that's hilarious. My man called in to discuss Simon. Hey, you know what they say? People don't call in to discuss bums.
Hey, I'm just
saying, man. Simon, Simon is, I'm just saying, man, he's becoming legend. He's becoming legend. Oh, this turncoat is next. Team Jordan, my ass.
Yeah, what is the dealio? It is the one and only friendly neighborhood DJ Dealio calling in. How you guys doing, man? How you doing? I'm calling in because what the fuck is Simon talking about?
Another one!
My God. Not only Simon, but Malay? What the fuck? Yo, keep my name out your mouth, bro. I don't care if it's good, bad, weird, ugly like you. I don't give a poop.
Oh, man.
Don't mention me, please. I didn't do anything to you. I haven't done anything to you yet, so please don't. No, come on. But I agree with Simon though. Gardner is ass, bro. He looks like he's not even ass. He's like a nutsack. His fucking head looks like a right nutsack. Fuck out of here. Gardner gets all the blame that he gets. I don't know what for, but apparently Simon gives him the blame, so he gets the blame. Anyways, gotta go, guys. Peace.
He just dropped as bad of a voicemail as Simon did.
I mean,
that's why he's Team Jordan. That's what plays on Team Jordan.
What
right
the
there?
Hell just happened? I mean,
that's why we're gonna win. That's why Team Pete is gonna. Now you gave me more motivation to whip your guy's ass on May 10th. I mean, more motivation, Francis. We going back to back, brother.
We have to now.
We got to go back to back.
It's the good guys versus the villains. Apparently, I mean,
100%. These are bad people.
It seems like Simon would have been a Team Jordan guy. That's what I'm.
100%.
It seems like
I'm kind of noticing a trend of who's over there on Team Jordan. Very weird. Jira, she's terrible. She's the worst. Jira's a complete animal.
I knew.
Jira's a complete animal, bro.
I knew he was about to go after Jira.
100%. That woman. I'm gonna call it that woman.
Where he's about to go after somebody. I just saw it. I was like, oh, he's about to go after.
It's all in the eyes, Chico. The eyes don't lie. The eyes don't lie, Chico. Let me tell you something. That's a bad person over there. Let me tell you guys something. After that, we're going to go to church. And I'm going to make sure you guys are on the right side with the Lord, too, because you're that team over there, you're putting together some bad people.
They're bad people.
They might play dirty, Francis. I got a feeling they're going to try to play dirty.
They might.
I really believe it.
Listen, they might try to take somebody out at second base. I'm thinking about
I
playing
believe it.
midfield. I don't know.
I'm playing second. Second's my position.
Imagine I got to jump over Crackle Nuts sliding into second base.
Thankfully, he ain't playing, but his foot might still be on the field.
Could you imagine? Like
Crackle Nuts takes up a lot of space, that brother. That foot might be on the field somewhere.
Oh, man.
He knows we love him. Sometimes people go, "Oh my God, they're so mean to Crackle Nuts." Knows I love that man. That man is the biggest sweetheart you will ever meet on planet Earth, man.
And he's
Very
a tough
imposing, big man. But he is an absolute sweetheart. We also love DJ Steals, that son of a bitch. By the way, let Team Pete be nice. I hope you're recovering well from your food poisoning, brother. Drinking that Pedialyte left and right. He's down more Pedialyte. He's drank so much Pedialyte, you could fill an ocean with it. That's how much Pedialyte he's been drinking, this poor guy. So I'm a Team Pete.
Not fun.
Team Pete is a bunch of good people.
Yes.
We hope you're healing up and doing well over there, brother. Ra says the game is over before it started, Team Pete.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, wrong song. Sorry.
I love that one.
Start spreading the news.
Ball game over. Yankees
Team
win.
Pete wins. Team Pete wins.
Win.
That's it. That's all I got to say.
Game
So,
goes
ladies and
final.
gentlemen,
That's what you guys are going to hear. All I do is win. No
matter what.
Listen.
I got Broogie on my mind.
He can never get enough.
I can't.
Oh, man. It's going to be good.
All right, Steels. That's all right, man. Keep up that energy because on the field, when you get shut down, matter of fact, I hope you hit a ground ball right to me. I'm going to tag you instead. I'm going to tag you. I ain't even going to touch first base. I'm tagging you, son of a bitch.
He's going to chase you down the first base.
I'm going to chase him like Vince McMahon that time was chasing the chicken when they were training him to fight Steve Austin. I was like, come here, you son of a bitch. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to chase you down. Bro. I'm laying that tag on you, brother. I'm going to lay that tag on you, brother. You wait.
There's going to be so many funny moments, bro. I can't even wait. Because I can already see certain things playing out certain ways. And it's like, bro, it's a charity game. So you know we got to be ourselves. Like, it's going to happen. I'm sorry.
And I mean, it's vlogging. Like, we're vlogging the whole thing,
exactly.
So it's going to be hilarious. I'm going to be mic'd up. I'm going to be mic'd up the whole time.
There you go.
I'm mic'd up the whole game. So this is going to be...
It's going to be hilarious.
Imagine everybody watching it back and hearing what I'm saying about you. Steel's come up, look at this son of a bitch batting there. Watch this pop out. That's going to be great.
Oh,
I can't wait. I cannot wait. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for hanging out with us today. We went a little over an hour, but I thank you guys. 7 o'clock game season live, post-game season. You guys know the deal. We're back at it. It's going to be unfriggin' believable. I might not be the only one mic'd up, by the way, too. We might switch it around in between innings and all that. So
could be nice.
That's going to be some fun stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, much love to each and every one of you. You can still get your tickets. Tickets to play in the game are done. There is no more. But again, what's going to make this event successful? Let me just say this right now so everybody understands. What's going to make this event successful is everybody that's in the stands, everybody that is there filling the energy up, having a great time. We're going to be interacting with the audience. We're going to have an unbelievable time. Like I said, there's some surprises we got planned and things of that nature. One more quick thing before I go. Shout out to the Yankees. Shout out to the Yankees on one thing. So I talked to my guy. I'm going to shout him out. Tommy Sweeney, my guy at the Yankees who handles all of our group outings and all that.
Big Tommy.
Tommy is he used some choice words. I'll say it. He said, fuck cancer. He's happy. He said, I saw you guys doing this. I'm really happy you guys are doing this. We want to get you guys 4 very nice tickets to do as an auction that day. Give away, have that money donated to Stand Up to Cancer.
Beautiful.
The Yankees did this, folks. So the team that, we are honest about and sometimes we're not always nice to, they get it. They understand where the U is going. They're behind us all the way.
Partners.
They're giving us 4 tickets to go ahead and auction off that day. But on top of that, just for you fans, in the description below, we now have a code from the Yankees to get discounted tickets to every single home game using code NYYU25. Again, whenever you want to go to the game, double check. Because I double check. I said, let me see tick pick. And then
NYYU25.
NYYU25, yeah.
2 Ys, guys.
2 Ys, NYYU25.
Even though we teach y'all over here too.
I said, let me take a look and see, is there a big price difference? I looked at a game against the Athletics. I'm like, okay, maybe that'll make sense. Let's see. And section 223, which is the Delta area, on TickPick, these tickets are over $200.
Easily.
On the link that we get for the discount, the same area, 223, $130.
Look at that.
So depending on the game, you may get some really, really good help there. Jira just put it in the chat. She's amazing. Look at this. She's unbelievable. Use the code NYYU25 right there. You got to put the code in before you enter. So then you could just order whatever you like. But that's from our friends, the New York Yankees. So
beautiful.
Salute to you all. Tip of the cap. Much love to everybody today. We got a super chat right before we leave. Rara says, I'm so proud of you guys. More blessings to come. You better believe it, brother. So many more coming our way. With that being said, folks, we are out. I'll catch you guys 7 o'clock. Game season live. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Talk to you guys a little bit later.
We got it next. That's how you finesse. We come for they next. We come to collect. Did it all on my own, yeah. When it brought it back home, yeah. Now they calling my phone, yeah. But I'm all in my zone. They not a threat. Tell them reset. When they're at their best, we still not impressed. Did it all on my own, yeah. When it brought it back home, yeah. Bought a watch with the stones, yeah. Caught them watching my throne, yeah. Ain't no one doing this shit.